Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? So if you're a regular here at Level Up, then you know I'll often have a theme tying the two videos I do for that week. Such is the case with our two videos this week, where we'll be drawing young stars of upcoming movies who also have rather prominent probosities. In other words, long noses. Today we'll be drawing the star of the upcoming movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru. In this movie, Gru is 12 years old, but already sporting his characteristic long pointy nose. Friday we'll be drawing another young lad from an upcoming movie with a notable nose. Let me know in the comments if you think you know who that might be. In the meantime, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Okay, so let's draw a 12-year-old Gru from the upcoming movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru. We're going to draw young Master Gru step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. In this drawing, Gru is 3 heads tall. In other words, however tall his head is, his entire body is 3 of those. Oh, and just to put things into perspective, full-grown, adult-sized Gru, who I drew last year, is over 7 heads tall. Anyway, let's start with that roadmap for young Gru from the upcoming movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru. So there's our roadmap for Gru. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help me to know where to put Gru's eyes, nose, mouth, and some of the other things. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing. So you want to be able to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay? So let's rough out young Gru's features. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of 12-year-old Gru. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for the final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in Gru's final details. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work figuring that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but don't press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. Always draw with an eye on tweaking and improving until the very end. So let's draw in the details for young Gru. Alrighty, there he is, our young budding supervillain, Gru, from the upcoming movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru. So how do you think you did? Understand, if you've never drawn Gru at any age before, you can't expect to have drawn him perfectly. You'll notice I don't spend time coloring Gru during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing the 12-year-old version of Gru. And with that, you can draw him again and again. And by all means, color him when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series where I spend more time explaining the details and the thinking behind each step in what I call the level up cartooning process. So I'd love to see your drawing of young Master Gru. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag levelupcartooning. I hope you had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe and join me Friday for the other half of our Drawing Young Stars of Upcoming Movies Who Have Prominent Probosities week. Until then, keep drawing, my friends.